Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. This is Adrienne. I go Capricorntigress. Let me back up a little bit. I'm always so close. This is Adrienne. I just said Adrienne. I go Adrienne Obey. Adrienne Obey. I gotta remember I'm Adrienne Obey now. Okay, Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology. A look inside. Aquarius. I must apologize. I don't know what happened this month. It's of no fault of your own, you guys. You ended up being the last of the month, and I do apologize. It's actually the second, so I'm officially, a day late, getting to you for June, and I do apologize. It just happened that way, and I got to warn all of you. I might go a little loopy on you. I just started itching uncontrollably. I don't know why. Probably I ate too many chips and stuff like that. I think it might be something in that. And so I'm itchy, and I took a Benadryl. So I have to admit that a Benadryl has been taken, and so I might get loopy. We'll see. It's like countdown to the Benadryl right now. It's also 2:59. Oh, we're going into the witching hour. Maybe that's why we were saved, Aquarius. It's now going to be the witching hour at 3 to 5 a.m. Is the witching hour, and we're just seconds away from being at 3 o'clock in the morning here in Seattle, Washington. So, Aquarius, let's talk about you. This is going to be my astrological take for the sign of Aquarius for the month of June of 2019. Just wanted to state that for the record. Okay, so the big emphasis for you guys are going to have, I think, a very good month, And it's officially the witching hour. I kept looking because I was waiting for it to happen. I also want to see something else. Just 1 second here, because I'm nosy and I just want to see. Yep. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay. You guys have no idea what it felt like. I had to take a Benadryl. I just finished Pisces before I did Aquarius. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to do you, Aquarius. And I already am mortified that it's the second. And I looked at astro.com while in the midst of doing Pisces. And I saw that at that very moment, I couldn't have planned it no matter what I did. But at that very moment, the moon in Taurus was exactly opposed my Venus at, in my midheaven. My career, right spotlight, and I was having like a breakout or whatever. I just started feeling I was, I needed that Benadryl, and so I just wanted to see if it was going to get better because, I made it through that video, and now I knew I had to start yours, and it is at 29 degrees. Although it's conjunct, we're separating. Yes, and the moon moves pretty quickly, so I should be okay. The more distance to that Benadryl will kick in pretty soon, and I'll be sleeping after that. But it's so funny. There's a lot of emphasis in Gemini, and I have Aquarius intercepted in my own first house, and I wonder how many Aquariuses go through skin or like rashes or anything like that during like May and June of each year. I just wonder, any Aquariuses out there who have gone through anything like that, because it seems to occur a great deal. And it's just Gemini is the sign that's connected with things like that, rashes and, like catching poison oak and all that kind of crazy crap. So let's take a good look at what's going on, Aquarius, for you guys. I think overall it's going to be a really good month. I do. I think there's going to be certain emphasis in certain areas, and then there's going to be some areas that aren't going to have any emphasis really that much at all. I don't know if you're going to be focusing so much on yourself as you might be. Maybe internally, like privately in your own private life, in your own private home. in the deep recesses of your privacy. You might be spending time dealing with certain private issues because Saturn and Pluto are retrograding in your 12th house, and that's the privacy house, and that's the things we do secretly. It could be little things, like it might be that you might drink or smoke weed, or go hang out and do weird things that no one knows about. But anyway, that's your 12th house, and so these signs are retrograding in the 12th house, and they're going to be doing that until like the end of summer. So like Saturn doesn't go direct until September 18, and Pluto doesn't go direct until October 3rd. I'm going to say this. I mean, some people are like, oh, this is not that great. Well, yeah, responsibilities might not be all that great for a lot of people, yourself included, because it's in your 12th house of self-undoing. But if you've been looking to have a lot of fun, I hope that this retrograde period, that you take this time during the retrograding to get that fun in. And this is going to be a good month to start getting that fun in. The fun starts for you. It starts right in the beginning, I guess, because really you've got Uranus and Venus in the 4th house. I mean, it might mean that your home life is a little unstable. It might mean that your home life is a little erratic. Might be sudden outbursts and things going on there. But Venus is there. So no matter what, it's probably feeling pleasant. Like you got music going, you got the food going, got the TV on. I mean, your home life is probably just flowing. People come in, visiting, talking, having a good time. It might even be beautifying your home. I can see you buying things, buying food, just stocking up, taking care of things. It's a good time for Aquarius in the home. Well, just be careful of Uranus. And that always makes me think of electricity. And it also makes me think of sudden outbursts in the home between, perhaps family members. So be aware of that. You guys do have Chiron in the 3rd house of communication. This tells me that there is maybe some tears or some concern or some worry or some fears that have to be healed when it comes to communicating. It's probably something that you've carried around or done for a while and not even been aware of it. But it's time to heal it because Chiron's there. So take this time when Chiron's sitting in the 3rd house and heal that area when it comes to communication. It's a great time to do it. And you'll be so grateful that you did when Chiron leaves Aries. Now, Neptune is in the 2nd house in Pisces, and it is going to retrograde on the 20th. Now, some people might think that's bad too. But you know what? Neptune retrograding in Pisces is not a bad thing. Nobody needs Neptune in the 2nd house anyway. And it's there for such a long time. Maybe this retrograde will give you guys time to think over some things and to remember how to get your finances back in order. Because some Aquariuses don't got their finances right in order right now. Because, Neptune makes you a little confused. You might even been deceived when it comes to your money in some way. You might not even be thinking about money because it's Neptune. You're just thinking creatively. Not even realizing, or thinking about the money. I think you need to keep a good mind on that money. But this month, you're so lucky, you're probably not going to think about it because the Sun and Mercury and the new moon as of tomorrow are going to be in Gemini. And that's in your 5th house. That 5th house is the house of like fun. Literally, it's the house of fun and creativity and children and dancing and romance and dating and all the things that fun entails, all wrapped up in one hot little place, the 5th house. And you've got the Sun and Mercury there. My goodness. Wow. When the new moon gets there, I mean, you're probably feeling it now. And depending where you are, you might even be experiencing it now. The new moon is just going to bring in a whole new breath of fresh air into the area of like love and romance and dating and children and creativity and, You might even feel lucky, like you can take a chance, go out on a limb, take a chance on something and start a new business, an entrepreneurial venture. I would say with Neptune in your second, you might want to be a little careful of that. Just make sure you got all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed with Neptune sitting in the second. And one of the things I'd be careful about, I wouldn't say be careful, I would just keep an eye out on things like, your friends. Make sure if you're in a partnership, make sure it's a good partnership. I say that because, Jupiter's retrograding in the friend house. And there is going to be a full moon in the 11th house of friends on the 17th. And that's going to be in Sag. I would watch out that day if there's any issue at all. It would be the communication. Like I say, you got Chiron down in the third house of communication. We'd be talking to someone. It's one of those things because Jupiter's ruled by Sag. It's a situation where you're just talking and all of a sudden someone has to be right. If you give up the need to be right, you'll be able to get over this, whatever this moment will be when that full moon is in Sag. But I think overall, Aquarius, you're going to be fine, more than most signs, because when it's in Sag, it's sextile Aquarius. When it's in Gemini, it's trine Aquarius. You win either way. Win, win, win. It's a good thing. Oh, and let's not forget that the North Node is still in your sixth house, and Mars is going to be there, and the Sun will be there as of the 23rd, taking all that, some of that emphasis out of the fifth house and into the sixth house, where it's all going to be moving by really the end of the month. So really enjoy the fun. Enjoy the fun up until the 23rd, at least. That's happening in your fifth house. And you might find that you're spending more time with your children, if you have them, or with your, whoever makes you happy. I would say also with Mars and the North Node in that sixth house, especially after the 23rd, when in Cancer, make sure you're taking care of your health. Okay, make sure you're taking care of your health. Watch whatever you're doing with your health. I watch what you're eating. I have to watch what I'm eating. Yeah, you have to watch what you're eating. Watch what you're eating, and enjoy having that Sun in your sixth house after the 23rd. Take that time to exercise and get back into good health again. It's summer. I mean, enjoy the summer. What a great time to have it. I mean, after it leaves Cancer, it's going to go up into the seventh house. So, all that summer loving or whatever. And look, here's the thing. Take care of your health. Take care of your work. If this is work is just going to be dynamite. You're going to have the Sun there. You'll have Mars there after the 23rd. The month's going to end on a good note, I think, overall. But it's just good for you guys because there's so much emphasis in Gemini up until the 23rd anyway. So just enjoy it. Go and gamble. Go to the casino. Get a scratchy. My goodness, luck is on your side. It is a good month for Aquarius. And this is my reading for you guys, for the month of June. I made it through. Even though I'm on Benadryl, I'm so proud of myself. My goodness. Thank gosh. Okay. Well, it's so funny. I do vibrate to this. And so I feel when I look at my little notes, I hope that some of you Aquariuses could get some good information out of that. And do take advantage of that Sun and Mercury in the fifth house. Man, oh man. That's also creative ideas. All types of creative ideas. It's just an avalanche of creative ideas. As of the 3rd, take advantage of those 2 weeks of emphasis of the new moon in Gemini. Okay. All right. I can tell the Benadryl's starting to work. I better get going. This has been Adrienne Obey, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And if you have not, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share our videos all over the place. Tell everyone about Astrology, a look inside. Why not? And hey, we're also on Facebook at facebook.com/astrology, a look inside. I also give free mini readings of astrology reports over at Astrology, a look inside let me start over again at facebook.com/groups/astrology look inside. And then you can also subscribe to our blog website at astrologylookinside.com. Lastly, you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/Capricorntigress. Well, much love and much light to you, Aquarius. I hope that some of this information got to you. Remember, it's the 5th house. I got a scratchy in my wallet. I'm going to go do that scratchy. I'm just waiting for it to go into Gemini. That's when I want to check. And mine goes into Gemini at like 0 degrees, or it's 2 degrees, 2 degrees. So I'm waiting for the moon to get to 2 degrees Gemini. And then I'm going to go and scratch off that scratchy. And I hope you guys are going to be lucky too. Much love and much light to all. Bye now.